Hello and welcome to Patrick's Models on Transport. It's a nighttime video today. So, let's see if I get a pointer. When I clean the station, practically the glue of this, it's not even a sticker. It's just a paper label, just packed up. So that is a station clock, and it just came off. So I have, and it has to be fitted right there. You can see that the plastic is smoother in the points where you were supposed to fit various labels. I think the station, the nameplate. In this case here, there's a letterbox over here at this side. Sorry, letterbox here. Here it's not been fitted. So this is the side towards the rails, and this is the side towards the street. So for the clock was fitted here. But I think, because I've also seen clocks on the station platform in Curtea de Argeș, Romania, it also makes sense to have a clock at the rail side. So I'm considering this clock came off, I've printed a new clock, which in my opinion is also a bit nicer. And how did I do that? I've not bothered making a decal. It was a paper label in origin, so paper label is going to be. So I went on Pinterest. I looked up clock faces, and there were some clock faces for dolls' houses. Then I downloaded the JPEG file. I then pasted it into Publisher, and I reduced it in size to the required dimension, more or less 7 millimeters diameter, which is good enough for our station clock. And now I'm going to fit it using a spot of glue and glaze. We'll do it together. So here's our clock. I'm going to show it to you, and here are I printed 3 of them for safety's sake. I cut it out using the scissors. Here you can see the bit of paper I cut it out of using these titanium coated scissors that I bought at a Chinese shop. There are good things in the Chinese shops. I generally complain about the mechanical controllers made in China, but there are some good things as well. So these were €4. The very same type of scissors, if you buy them at the model shop, will cost you €11. So I bought them at the Chinese. Right, let's get this thing on. I'm using glue and glaze because, being a PVA glue, this is very, very good. I've got a degree of maneuverability. And let's get this on. So let's get our little clock. There we go. I'm just going to put a very light film of glue on the back. Okay, where's this? It's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock. Na, na, na. Na, 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 na. Famous song by Demis Roussos. fact, when Demis Roussos was in the group Aphrodite's Child, It's 5 o'clock, beautiful song. It's 5 o'clock, na na na, na 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 na, lovely song. I like that song, very nice. Oh, let's use that. We'll just press it on using a cotton bud. And that's our clock in place. There we go. One nice station clock. Chef de Gare is a bit scruffy, and so is Entrée. The problem is that this has got a slight arch here and it's difficult to get the writing. I might replace these sooner or later. On the other hand, we might just apply the 3-foot rule. Looking at various photos of these stations online on Vinted, these should also have gutters. Probably the previous owner, the first owner, fitting the gutters is quite complicated. I can understand why the person didn't fit them, and I would like to fit the gutters, but the gutters of course are missing. There are no such thing, but I will make gutters using heat shrink tubes, the thin ones cut in half, and we'll be able to make the gutters, unless I come up with some other brilliant idea. I would like to put the gutters on because it looks, anyway, I have to do various jobs on this station, but first of all we're going to have to finish painting inside. I'm going to, light doesn't bleed through the roof, which is good. I've noticed that many Jouef houses have these small skylights and without glazing in, and I think that might be because these date back to the days of incandescent bulbs used to light up all the buildings, and so it's a plastic building and you've got, okay, a 6 volt or 12 volt incandescent bulb inside. You want to have at least a form of chimney to evacuate the heat to avoid melting. So that's one of the reasons why I think these are all fitted with these skylights, and they've never generally got any glazing in. Or maybe there was a glazing and it was such a... I've always found them without, apart from some houses. But so, I'm going... Oh, excuse me, I'm sleepy. I'm just going to put a strip of paper, black paper, across the join of the roof here to stop bleeding through, or light bleeding through the roof. So I'll just put it on there with some glue and glaze, folded in a V there and there. And we'll see what to do with the gutters, because it would be nice. I could make the gutters, as I was saying, with heat shrink tube, cut in insulation, cut in half, and the same as I used it also for the chimney up here, the replacement chimney pot, which is a bit wonky, but chimneys can be wonky. And then the vertical gutter drain downpipes, I can make them out of wire, just normal wire, and that will do the job very well. But we'll see about this. These are not things that need to be done after tomorrow. So this is the street side of the station, and here there's the other side, and it would make sense to have the clock also on the rail side. So now I'm going to fit it over here as well, but I'll do it off camera because it's not really something super interesting. So we'll also fit a clock here. Here's a letterbox and another clock up here, maybe a bit slightly higher up, the same as that way there's a clock per side. And here we'll have to make the destination boards, the railway station boards, when we decide what to call this station. And we need 1, 2 and 3 here. Apparently there was nothing here at rail side. even this doesn't make sense. Yes, you see it coming from this side. It would make sense to put it also up here, so we'll see what to do. I'll see whether to make it in paper. It will probably simplify my life to no end. Or to make it in, you cut a strip of styrene, glue the styrene on, fit a decal. I quite like the paper. We might go for paper. We might go for paper. It makes things easier. Okay, if you enjoyed the video, so very simple. You need to print such a thing. Just look up, how did I find the pictures on Pinterest? I looked up HO187 clock face, free download. And I got Pinterest, this thing here, the doll's houses. And then from there, I logged into Pinterest and I did the research again. And I downloaded my JPEG file, and that was that. Reduced it in size in Publisher, and I've got a nice clock, which is perfect. So it's 5 o'clock. Na 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 na. I'd like to finish the video with Aphrodite's Child. It's 5 o'clock, sung by Demis Roussos, but I don't know how it is with the copyright. So my sort of rendering, I can't remember all the words, so that's it. Okay, cheerio, and see you next time. If you like the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell. Cheerio.